Our Mindfulness for Educators program has been around since we started in 2011, and we went fully online in 2014. So it's been in its current form since 2014. So this is our 10-year anniversary. And in honor of that 10-year anniversary, I wanted to take a look at the state of the field of mindfulness in education and what we've learned in 10 years from our 100+ alumni and their experience in the program. So there's been a lot of research done now, especially over the last 10 years, on the impact of teaching mindfulness to school children. And the results of that have been mixed, so that what we're learning is that students at all ages do report a reduction in stress, but we aren't seeing a major impact on mental health outcomes. So we aren't seeing clinical reduction in things like depression and anxiety for students. But in almost all of these studies, there's been a surprise report, which is the teachers who are trained to teach mindfulness to their students report benefits for themselves in their practice. And so Mark Greenberg, who's one of the people who was involved in one of the largest studies in the UK, this Myriad study, said that maybe instead of rushing to implement mindfulness for kids, we ought to start with implementing it for teachers, and then teachers will better understand in a way that outsiders don't how to apply it to their students and the right way to bring it into their classrooms. So I love that idea. So our program is not based on teaching a curriculum to teach to students. It's focused on mindfulness for the teacher, with trust that the teacher will understand best what kind of applications can be applied to their students. And also there are tons of mindfulness curricula for students out there that can be adopted and adapted once a teacher understands where they stand with it and what they want to do. So our program is based on 3 components: individual mindfulness, reflective teaching, and learning in community with other teachers. Teaching is so hard, and there's a big difference in kind of offering mindfulness to therapists or mindfulness for doctors and mindfulness for teachers. Teachers need to be able to talk about applying mindfulness specifically to the teaching context, and that's why we feel like this program is really valuable. We do start by looking at a definition of what mindfulness is, and that John Kabat-Zinn definition, the awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally to the unfolding of experience moment by moment. I think, the key word for me in this definition is awareness. We're cultivating awareness. And it often comes through setting an intention. What is it that we want to focus on, see, connect with in our practice? Then focusing our attention on that, and then cultivating responses. And I love this from Amy Salzman, that mindfulness is an innate human capacity. We all have the capacity to be mindful. And so for that reason, I feel like it's a growing field in education that we really need to explore. We do 3 components in the Mindfulness for Educators program. We have a study component, we have a meditation component, and we have daily life applications, which are trying things in the classroom, basically. Or in other aspects of daily life. We do have non-classroom teachers in the program too. Every cohort has had pre-K to 12 teachers, some community-based educators like yoga instructors or people who are working in outdoor ed, for example, and then we always have some higher ed folks in our cohorts.